I created an all-in-one system so that we can manage our time like Bruce Wayne, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to use it. Time is our most valuable asset. Everyone should value their time above all other resources, yet so many people would say they suffer from a lack of time. Everyone experiences this at one point in their lives, and it's something that I have been asked to cover on this channel for a long time. Why is that? What does Batman and Bruce Wayne's character have to do with the real-life applications of how we manage our time? Well, Batman, as we probably already know, has a lot on his plate. Aside from handling the most difficult task of cleansing the never-ending criminal underworld of Gotham City, which presents some of the most stressful and time-consuming problems a person can deal with, he is also a billionaire philanthropist with many business-related obligations. Having this much to handle naturally requires the most efficient time management skills, which we will analyze and discuss so that we can learn from them and apply them to our own lives. So to clarify, through this system we are aiming to achieve internal and external balance, all-around productivity, success, and freedom in whatever field we immerse ourselves in. If this sounds like something you need, then keep watching, because this is one of the easiest and quickest ways to completely change your life. This entire system revolves around one piece of equipment, a journal. I chose to do it this way because it is cost-effective and it is accessible. Something like this shouldn't be difficult to set up. It shouldn't require some sort of subscription, and it shouldn't be on a device that is constantly distracting us and fighting for our attention. A journal is personal, it is private, it is cheap, it is easy, and it is customizable. It allows us to plan for the future while at the same time reflecting on the past. It is exactly how Batman would do it, so it's how we're going to do it too. The only thing you need to do to ensure that this system actually works for you is to commit yourself to it. If you try this for 1 or 2 days and then throw in the towel, it's obviously not going to work for you. Try it for a month and see what happens. See how it completely changes your life, and how one simple piece of structure in your life creates absolute freedom by prioritizing your most valuable resource, time. So here's how we're going to set this up. We're going to add daily entries to the journal, and this is how your first entry should look. First, start with the date. You should have a date for every entry, and we should be at least attempting to create a journal entry every day. Recording the date just allows us to stay organized and keep track of past entries if we ever need to look back and find the right information. Reflection is a powerful tool, which we will see more of later. Now, we move on to the first main section of the entry. We will title this section the Goals section. Goal setting is extremely important in helping us to succeed, which is something you have seen me and probably a lot of other YouTube channels that are a lot bigger than mine talk about. This is so important. But what we're trying to do here is get specific. These aren't really the long-term goals that we're trying to achieve by the end of a year. These are more like the monthly goals that will help you achieve those long-term goals. So we need to keep this relatively short, because what I have noticed is that when we write out a list of 10 different goals we're trying to achieve in a short period of time, we often have trouble even just hitting 1 or 2 because we lack focus. That's why for this section we are limiting it to only 2 to 3 goals per month. These 2 to 3 goals will receive our full focus for that month, giving us the best chance for success. This is where everything starts, so really think about what you want these goals to be and then write them out here in this section. Now we're moving on to the next section. I can't stress enough how important this section is. We will title this section Goal Breakdown. This might be the most important part of this entire system. What we're doing here is breaking down each of our goals one at a time, step by step, to decide what exactly needs to get done in order for us to achieve these goals on a daily and weekly basis. This is where so many people fail, and this is what all successful people do right. There is absolutely no point in setting any kind of goal for ourselves if we don't take the time to really identify how we are going to get there. We have to create actionable tasks that get us closer and closer to achieving our big picture goals. I'm going to use myself as an example here, but the way I'm doing this can be translated to any profession or any career path. For me, it's content creation. One of my monthly goals might be to publish 4 videos for the month of August. Now, I could stop here and just hope that those videos just appear on my channel, and this is the month that will be different from the rest without me having to do anything differently, right? Actually wrong. What is it going to take for me to get those 4 videos out? Well, every video for me starts with an idea. How do I get these ideas? I either brainstorm them myself or I ask people in the community what they want to see from me. If I want to create a video, I should have at least 10 solid ideas to choose from, so I'll think of 5 or 6 on my own and pull the rest from what other people want to see. That leaves me with 10 solid video ideas. Good. Now I have to pick the best one. Maybe there's more than one that I really like, but in that case I'll write it down and save it for next week. Once I find the right idea, it's time to start thinking of video titles and thumbnails. What do I want this video to really look like to the people who might watch it? Who am I speaking to? What message am I trying to convey? I should write out 2 to 3 title examples and create a rough draft of the thumbnail. That leaves me in a good position to start scripting the video, which shouldn't take me longer than a day if I really focus on it for a given time period. Once I finalize that script, now I have an even better idea of what the title and thumbnail should be. Time to start editing. This part is going to take the longest. If I really focus, I should be able to finish the video in a few days depending on the length of the script. I need to allot myself at least 2 hours of extreme focus time for the editing. If I do that, I should be able to get it done in about 3 to 5 days. Once that's ready, then it's time to publish. Done. 1 video out the door for this week. So, what did that take from me? It took me 10 video ideas, 3 potential video titles, 1 thumbnail rough draft, 2 to 3 thumbnails to choose from, 1 finalized script with 3 to 5 hours to complete that script, and 1 finalized edit with 6 to 10 hours to complete the edit. I just broke down exactly what needs to get done on a daily basis and how long each task should take me in order to hit my goal for this month. Do you see how important this is? 1 step at a time, 1 day at a time. I know exactly what I need to do. If you want to be successful and hit your goals, this is what you need to do. Measurable and actionable tasks. Here are 2 main points that I want to get across to you before we conclude this section. One is a quote that says, "Take care of the minutes and the hours will take care of themselves." Not sure if that's the exact quote, but the message is pretty clear. The next is something I got from a larger channel that I watch often, which talks about the importance of prioritizing inputs over outputs. That's basically what we're doing here. We're focusing on the inputs so that they can create the outputs. It can't be the other way around, so keep this in mind with everything you do. Inputs over outputs. In this case, the output is the 4 videos a month. The inputs are the things I listed that I need to do in order to get to the output. The next section of the journal entry is a short to-do list. It's simple and it's necessary. Write out what needs to get done on a given day in accordance with our goals and goals breakdown sections. Next to that, we're going to put our ideas section. Remember earlier when I said we should write down the good ideas we have so we can use them later? Write those here. The last section will be titled Reflection. This is a place to think about what worked and what didn't work about your day or week. What are some of the things that promoted your productivity, and what are some things that held you back? Figure that out so that you can do more of what promotes it and try to eliminate the things that hold you back if possible. Sometimes all it takes to realize what isn't working is some proper reflection, so take this time to do so now. This can also be a place for anything else you notice or need to get out on paper. One of the main purposes for this journaling system is to achieve balance and clarity, and writing down important thoughts and emotions is really good for that. Batman often displays a high level of emotional intelligence because he knows how to manage his own emotions as well as the people around him. We need that so we can be ready for any complex and stressful situations that will inevitably occur on our journey. After watching this video and seeing how this whole system works, I hope it is obvious why someone like Batman would take advantage of something like this. It's something we see glimpses of in different movies, so I try to combine all of that with what I have seen from real successful people in many different industries utilize into something that has a real life application to it and is easily accessible to everyone who is trying to make their dreams a reality. This video is the answer to that. Thank you so much for watching and take care.